Morning, UselessFodder here. I did not expect what's going on screen, but what's up? We are here with the first ever AI-generated Arma mission. ChatGPT wrote the scripts for this mission. I had to guide it. I had to mentor it. I had to about 12 hours later of just typing in ChatGPT. This is the mission that ChatGPT came up with. It's a playtest today to see how it works in multiplayer. I've done a little bit of playtesting myself, but it's hard to do it if you don't have other people. So that's what we're here to do. And so I did not expect this people to start drawing it. I told them I was going to mute so they couldn't ruin my intro. I did not expect them to start writing all over this. If you guys are watching the VOD, this is a live stream format. I will put some chapters down on the bottom so you can skip ahead to past the arsenal and you can see where the briefing is. I'll have all those different stages. I will say that for this particular mission, one aspect of it, I have not been able to get the code to work yet. The base is preset. I had to put the base down. I just used a composition, put the base down. In future versions of this, though, once I can actually get the save load from a file to work, I'll actually have ChatGPT generate a base as well. But that's the one thing so far. Yeah, all these scripts are written. After I get this mission up and running, I will post on the workshop underneath my UselessFodder tag, and then I'll put a link down in the replies to this mission. So, or the comments of this YouTube video. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to unmute, and then we're going to hop into the mission. Good morning, Polly. Good morning, Nikki. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. It's a playtest for a reason. That's why we call it a playtest, not a... I don't know, not a playtest, I guess. Let's see what horrible things they're saying. I did not expect you guys to start drawing all over it.
You were muted, so it was the first thing.
No, it was good. I just didn't expect it. Is that auto? Somebody draw auto there? Polly?
Auto didn't work out, yeah, it's auto.
I think it's supposed to be me. Okay, this is some good art, but we're gonna go ahead and hop in to the game now.
Yes.
This is better than AI generated art right here. ChatGPT HQ.
Oh boy, alright.
ChatGPT HQ.
He gave me this sick loadout.
Welcome to the world's first ChatGPT generated mission. Beginning mission generation. I like how everyone immediately goes to the arsenal. Defining arrays. Somebody already died. AI killed that man!
They gave us a regular NNA's arsenal. 10 out of 10 would play with ChatGPT over UselessFodder.
Hey, come on. So it is selecting Tuareg rebels, and it gave us our location, Gwozi. Now it's gonna generate a briefing. Let's see if it worked. Oh no, did the briefing not work? Okay, the briefing didn't work in multiplayer. Spawning static enemies. Spawning enemy patrols. Here we go. I'm sorry. I think you have globalization turned on, Wuxu. Create the task framework. We should get a task here in a minute. Yay! And then mission is now generated. Happy hunting. Oh yeah, everything worked except for it didn't give me the briefing. So it didn't actually give a briefing. So it looks like the briefing thing is messed up. It does give you a randomly generated briefing. In testing, it was doing that, and it pulls from a big array of like pre-written, pre-canned mission explanations for like why you're there, like motivators, and then actually places in what the enemy and the location was that it chose, and it wrote all of those. So every time you play this mission, it's gonna be completely different. And yeah, so like I said, this base is just a prefab that I put down. In the future, ChatGPT will generate the base once I actually will get that code working. Good morning, Durag. What's up, man? Yep, so let's go hop into the arsenal. Get yourselves set up here.
That's a good point.
What happened?
Asking if it's going to be daytime or nighttime.
It does not have a random time change yet.
Looking at it now in the crate, all I see is the 6.5 MX.
All right, use your Windows key and access the arsenal. You'll have a full ace arsenal to select whatever you
Copy.
want.
Oh, is regular arsenal not working?
No, he's just opened the inventory.
Ew.
Huh.
What do I have? I don't even know what I have for this. These are some really
I'm a
old.
little concerned about civilian casualties when I use the MOS. Oh well, fuck it, we're Americans.
I don't think that ChatGPT cares about civilians.
Oh my, this is concerning.
I don't even know. I don't even know if I have any good loadouts. I haven't played like just a regular mission in so long.
It's hard.
Do I have a DRO?
Rip Asimov rules.
It did not.
My game just crashed.
Did not give us a full
I
loadout.
used to have DRO and everything.
Give me the
IPA
full
DRO?
loadout.
No, that's not the right one.
Reinforcements.
Thanks for the
dropping
follow. I
in.
appreciate that. That's my Malden overrun. I don't have any good ones, so we'll put something together real fast. Oh, Scorpion. Oh my gosh, these are all really old. I don't know why they're so old. Ah, we could run up with this one. This is a good one.
Where's me drugs? There's me drugs.
This is also an old one.
Give me drugs, matey. You know what's funny about me going to that event? Before
Let's see, what do I have in here?
heard about it,
I got bandages.
full ice pack to stick with,
I've got
just in
grenade
case.
launcher. Yeah, I'll rock this. You guys are free to use whatever loadout you want. There's not really any restrictions here. I have 8 blood bags? How do I have room for anything else? I got smoke. How do I have room for anything? What do I have a huge backpack now? I got a lot on me. What's that?
What's the average engagement distance gonna be?
Well, they're all inside a city, so we get to choose. Okay, what's up, Nathan? Good morning.
As close as possible.
Was Twitch down earlier? Consver, what's up? Oh, I'm glad that you liked it. Watch the whole thing.
Now,
Dude, was that? I think you was that you that left a nice comment yesterday? I got a nice comment yesterday. I can't remember the name.
Bergen you got.
Just stop by, say hi. You have set up DCO API myself. Oh, I haven't. So I haven't actually used. We're not using the DCO API. I will though. My hope is so. This is a mission that was entirely generated by ChatGPT. My hope is to take the ChatGPT generated mission and then take the ChatGPT AI, make them kiss, and then we will have an ultimate like dynamic ChatGPT mission. I'm not using that API yet. I really want to though. It looks really cool. Thanks for stopping at Drebin. Twitch is down. Oh, I'm glad that Twitch is not down right now.
I reckon we all got all the permissions.
Are you guys not able to access the arsenal?
No, I'm talking more like blood and shit.
Oh yeah, I have no idea who has permissions. It doesn't look like I do. Waksu, do you?
What?
Do you have permissions to push blood?
Oh, I'm far too heavy.
No. Yeah, I do.
Okay. We have one medic amongst all of us.
That's
Yay.
great. Really just
I'm just gonna hop myself into Zeus and give myself medical perbs because we know how this is gonna go if we had one medic. First guy to die.
It'll be me.
I mean, one medic is pretty much FoddSquad par for the course.
Sure, I'm also an explosive
Unless you
specialist.
get, like,
That's
the
my
Aussie,
LinkedIn, basically, is what I just set up there. It says I'm good at everything.
Who else is normally and Hoodle?
I always love being able to look through my own scope.
Ooh, this good shit.
It looks like you guys are all wearing fatigue, so I'm gonna put on not a PMC looking loadout.
Oh no, you're too cool for school, fodder.
I'm one of them embeds. Oh yeah, not this one. We want to be able to search.
I'm really not sure I want a pistol, honestly, if I'm carrying a P90 and a launcher.
I mean, a P90 is basically pistol, but big. And lots of munitions.
What are we doing? We're doing.
Yeah. Go P90.
Why am I
go
spacing
home.
out? What's
You're
it
right.
called? What's the camo that I want to wear called? Oh, it's making me really sad.
Folks.
OCP. Dude, that took forever.
Don't forget to switch your radio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, it probably didn't give you the right radio.
They did not.
What frequency do we want?
Rolled up. Said we'll do a helmet. Dude, I'm so sleepy. I was up so late last night. Hey, Kvosmo, what's up, man? Hawaii Sword, dude. God's plaid. That's hilarious. BDU, old school BDU. We want a fast.
We know what kind of enemy vehicles we can expect.
I don't think there are any enemy vehicles, if I'm being honest.
Oh, that's depressing.
Well, it's
Really?
only it's. You see, it's version 0.01.
Kind of
The fact that it actually worked in multiplayer is really impressive to me.
Well, I mean, it's not depressing for me. It's depressing for the enemies. I'm just going to be lobbing 44 heat,
Okay.
HE rounds at them. So.
Reinforcements dropping
Thanks for the
in.
follow there, commentary.
We'll still find
Unclean.
guy.
I don't want any of that. Do we have any mods in chat right now that can delete that man? Can they just straight up kill that person, go to his house? Don't actually. That was a joke. For legal purposes, that was a joke. Test fire.
Whoa, who's that?
Definitely intentional test fire. What's up, commentary? Welcome.
Sorry, I had to switch to maps.
I made a joke to actually kill the spammer, and suddenly shot around.
Okay, back.
That's an ND. That's a paddling.
Virtual body.
I don't know if I'm
Can
actually
win
spelling
against
Frank Deer correct.
I
Freak
feel
50, boys.
Did you up?
50. And our two folks that are not in my squad, if you want to come join our squad, it's not really a reason to have two separate unless you guys really want to be on your own.
I am fucking thick today.
What?
I got so much shit.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, I'm thick.
I'm thick as fuck.
Is that your birthday? You got that cake?
I got a commercial driver's license for this dump truck.
Why did you say dump truck?
This is gonna.
Dump
If
truck.
Hoodle goes down, we have to get two of us to Dragon.
Oh, hey, by the way, guys, we all have to say to Hoodle and Cam, happy male queen day.
Happy birthday.
Congrats on your male queen.
2023. Male queen.
ChatGPT, tell me what is a male queen?
King Jorge.
It's a
Oh,
queen
man.
with a penis.
As he walks by.
Queen, all I can think of is like a drag show.
I mean, don't say that. That'll get banned here in
Oh.
America.
Oof.
Ron DeSantis is gonna jump through your ceiling and fucking murder you. Okay, when you guys are ready, come join me over here. Okay, we're packing some heat here today, boys.
I don't know if I got enough.
The size of these weapons is rather impressive, and it's not. I'm over here with like an M4, and this guy's got.
Bring it all.
Maybe $10 is enough.
I was like, okay, there's no restrictions for Ursel. Everyone's like, 50 cal auto, let's go. Just wait, two more. Looks like Livin, and is that PJ?
Yeah, I'm a little slow.
All right, everybody. Our breachers are going to have G6 Lynxes.
Did you guys ever watch this might only be an American thing. Back in the early 2000s, late 90s, there was a show called PJ's Projects. I think it was a Bernie Mac show. And yeah, so anytime I hear PJ, I can hear the theme song to that. But if you guys don't know it, I won't sing it because I'm sad.
You know what? I want you to sing it because then I know what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Please sing it.
It might be cultural appropriation now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about
It
what the
sounds
song
right to
actually
me.
says, I might not want to say that on stream. I'll sing it to you for your private birthday and then give you a smooch.
As long as you pull out the cake first.
As long as cake. I heard kink. I was like, whoa.
Cake.
Sorry, I'm gonna adjust the mic a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, I just drank a whole cup of tea that the tea bag had been sitting in for like the last, I don't know, 45 minutes. and no food, and now my stomach is not doing great.
That's 'cause you didn't play it for tax, so-
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a male queen.
Carrying the team on 350.
It's 50.
Maybe.
Okay, so
One more.
I have not yet begun to fight. Oh God, we actually got 4 people up there. Okay, somebody's gonna get injured. I'm not gonna heal you.
Probably.
Don't worry, we have many.
Oh boy.
All right, top guy. Give the top set status diarrhea.
Okay, bottom guy, time to start doing push-ups.
Ah! Ah!
Alright,
Just say
Alright.
test fire. Exactly, dude. Just say test fire.
That 8th round of HE44 Moz is
No, you're
is
gonna
enough.
need more.
Yeah.
Can you walk?
I do. Okay. Dread's gonna
the
connect, but he
embarrassing
can.
of the machines.
Sweet, Dread's gonna test the join in progress, which is always
nice guy.
always awkward.
There he is.
I guess
Hit
I
that
won't
like
use
button,
this.
buy the merch, subscribe. I did not write this. This was my people.
They just weigh me down.
Poodle, can you please crouch real quick?
Okay, so are we taking a helicopter or are we gonna convoy, boys? Because our objective is really far to the north. Are we convoy?
If
Everyone,
we can
everyone's like,
convoy, I can bring more ammo.
everyone's like, let's
Oh,
drive the really
everybody
boring
go for
vehicles.
convoy.
Oh, Fog probably wasn't done talking.
Wait, is there an
1,
arsenal?
2. There's 4
Yeah,
arsenals.
Come over here to the
Hey,
cars.
Dread, do you have a task, by the way? Under your task list?
We should put all the heavy gunners in one vehicle so we can all
You
load it
do?
up with ammo.
Clear lollies?
Yeah,
Boulder?
excellent, cool.
And then lose them all when it breaks up. Fod's still briefing, and
Yep.
we all ran away.
Oh,
Nothing new there.
Yeah, so I guess if we're gonna do vehicles, we
start
should
the
probably
links
get
on the
loaded up
map.
soon.
Radio com check.
Did not hear you on radio.
Frequency 30.
No, 50.
There.
Actually, probably want it back here. Hear a lot of moving around behind me. I'm concerned.
There's no one behind you, Fod. You hear things.
Radio com check 50.
What are you talking about?
5x5.
Deleting the map is a bigger task than I thought it would be.
Oh, you clearing the map?
I'm trying.
All I'm saying, Hal says no.
No.
Oh
It's an
man.
uphill battle, Hoodle. It's an uphill battle.
No, not by all. Not among us.
Morgus. He was
Mugis.
too sussy to be left alive.
Alright, boys. Alright, get into the vehicles.
I'm
I
too
don't think
fat.
we went.
There we go.
I thought we all ran back because Fod was gonna say it because he was
You gotta
gonna do a
walk
brief or
forward,
something.
okay?
I am gonna do a
Control
brief.
C
Just
and we
chill.
can walk forward at the same time, yeah?
Yeah, but everyone's
Yeah.
trying to get back in the cars.
Right?
Oh my god, they gotta get their favorite car. It's like when you're at the bumper cars, you know. No, I want red 25. I want red 25.
Run.
That's exactly what it is.
What the fuck?
Everyone goes faster.
Am I wrong? You thought you were joining a milsim group, PJ, but you find out it's actually just a bunch of idiots.
Hey.
This is the acrobat
I'll
squad.
have you know my brain thinks very good.
Dude, okay, it doesn't owe you money, Jesus.
Poodles are one of them pokies.
Okay, here we go. We're drawing ourselves.
Yeah, I got me money back. We're done.
God, are you guys okay? Oh, somebody's bleeding out their ass. Oh God, mission hasn't even started yet.
Oh no.
Who's bleeding out their ass?
Hemorrhoids affect everybody.
Fly a helicopter. See, I thought we'd want to fly a helicopter. Everyone's like this. Let's make this the longest possible.
My dog doesn't.
Because we have to come back.
Oh, let me get a good sniff.
Yep, that's fun.
Yes. Hoodle, revive me. I have ray gun.
Cool.
Hoodle, how to talk to short people.
my god, why do I play video games?
Okay, are we ready now?
Yeah.
Are we?
No.
Oh, nice dance moves there, Bacon. You really just jungle boogie, piddly piddly jungle boogie. What now jungle? Okay. Can you hear me from over there, Dread?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so ChatGPT has given us the random mission. Are you okay?
Yeah.
We're taking it very seriously. Sai, yeah, you can join us in the Discord. All the information's under Arma chat. So we are gonna go all the way to the north. Why? Who made straight lines? Okay, whatever. We're gonna go all the way to the north. We're gonna drive the 6 kilometers down the mountains.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna follow the main MSR. And we are going to drive through the old military base. We're not going to take the main road. We're going to turn off onto that dirt road at the military base, so we can approach from the high area from the south. The mission's pretty simple. It's just clear Lolisi. Lolis. It's Italian now. It's definitely not Greek. It's Italian. Lolisi. And then, so we're gonna get set up at the Overwatch point. Any of you guys bring in long rifles who want to sit on a hill and shoot at enemies, you can do so from there. And then the rest of us, depending on where the enemies are at, will either decide to do a strong side left or strong side right sweep, entering into the village. I have marked the village according to different colors. That way we can communicate which area we're entering. So if we go on the left swing, we'll enter into red first. If we're going to the right swing, it'll be green first. Our mission's simple. It's just clear out all the enemies from Lulisi, and then we will get a follow-on tasking from there. Are there any questions on this mission?
My recoilless rifle isn't the most accurate at a distance, but I don't think it needs to be.
Perfect. Cool. Unless there's any other questions, I like how we're all wearing camo, and this guy's like, but I'm the black operator. Hop in your vehicle choice. See you later. You'll never be able to join me. Ha ha. There are no civilians on the battlefield. There is no civilians on the battlefield. There is it. Oh yeah, frequency is 50 on your radio. We'll figure it out when we're on the way. Paulie, if you want to take the little bird, you can. It's got missiles.
Guess who's sitting already in there?
Okay. I don't have any reload for you though, so it doesn't have a script to reload you yet.
In the end,
Quick channel 50?
Didn't hear you yet?
Quick channel 50?
Yes.
Who's
Ready,
the
Chuck?
other auto rifle?
Me.
Jump in, buddy. There's the heavy weapons truck.
Oh, yeah.
You want to go
Yep.
with the gun truck?
Yeah, I was gonna see. I think there's someone in here. No, there's no one in here. Okay.
Firepower on this vehicle.
Let's fucking go.
I think. Oh, somebody else got in driver. I guess I'll be gunner.
Hey, you can drive. It's fine.
Okay. Go to passenger. Hop in the gun. Oh, you good? Okay, it's got it. Nah, I don't need a switch. By the way, I realized that I forgot to put in the ChatGPT generated script that also makes sure that you respawn with the same loadout when you closed Arsenal, so I hope you saved your loadout. Also, I don't have any arsenals on these vehicles, so if they spawn near me, then what are they going to do? Here we go. Also, don't die. So, for those of you guys just joining in, so, Sai, check the Arma channel. You have to make sure that you actually followed the instructions when you join the Discord. Whoa! That was cool. And then you can find all the server information there. You should be able to respawn on... Well, I guess you won't be able to spawn on me. You'll have to get a ride from our helicopter. Test fire.
Did we just take a shot?
Test fire.
Got me.
It's only a test fire if you say it was a test fire.
I said it was.
No, you didn't. You just
Oh, I
shot.
said... Oh, okay, I shot and then said test fire. The chat will back me up.
That did he?
We got a helicopter strafed us. Just a couple of guys hanging out in our vehicles, going out for a little milsimi operation. So ChatGPT generated this entire thing. The fun thing about it is it will generate differently, a different mission every time. Different enemy faction, different different location, and you can just copy and paste the scripts from the map and put it on a different map. We're gonna do another one right after this. I just copy and pasted the scripts directly into a new map and change, or all it is basically copy the, I copied the mission folder and then just change the name to Takistan, because it's all, ChatGPT doesn't know what's on the map. It just makes it, you know? It just creates scripts that work.
The vehicle in front of us there. Who's you?
We're gonna right at the pavement. The stabilization's messing me up. So yeah, so it should be neat. We'll see how it works. It might also be totally borked. It might be totally screwed up. That's why it's a playtest.
Tokyo Drift.
Should be coming up on our, yeah. Should be cut up on our turn here soon. What do you bet somebody doesn't actually make the turn? What's that?
Couldn't you give us some sports cars?
I could. Oh, I didn't expect anyone to actually want to do the. I thought we'd fly, but you know, I was wrong.
Driving is fun.
Oh, I need a pad of paper to write down improvements. There we go. I got this one from Wounded Warrior Project. Wounded Warrior Project sent me this. Thanks, guys. Now I need a pen. Where's my pens at? Yo, where are all the pens at? I have a screwdriver. That's not what I'm looking for. Is this a pen? Oh yes, I have my little clicky pen. I haven't seen this for a while. So, briefing.
You guys take fire?
No?
Not us yet. Need respawn script.
Yeah, we're here shooting in the town.
Okay, wow, that's pretty fast. Get up to the Overwatch point and start digging in. Cool. I got some notes now.
Fuck, can you put the gun front?
Yes, I can.
Alright, just go past the dismount point, that's fine.
Hang on, I'm really zooming in. Got the big gun on him. Okay, you want to move forward over the rise?
I'm patching.
Can you get 3 times enemies down?
Can I get some boys with me on the left here? Moving towards the Overwatch.
Yeah, we got a gun truck coming up too. Okay, that's probably far enough there. Okay, I got rebels on the far west side.
Second floor blue building. Window, middle window.
Shooting.
Nate.
Yeah, I see him.
There's a bunker on the west if the sniper wants to get in there. Looks like a good spot.
Northeast as well.
Yeah, taking shots from a lot of windows.
I'm gonna see if I can shoot some.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out. If you want a gun, that's fine. I don't really want to sit in here and gun.
I got a big gun of my own.
If anyone wants to gun on the gun truck, I don't really want to. Are those rockets coming in?
Yeah, there's rockets coming in.
Yeah, someone's
Rock,
shooting it up.
start digging in.
Oh! Holly, he's...
I'm behind a solid rock park. I'm sniping right now.
Are you in the helicopter right now, Polly?
I'm parked the helicopter behind the boulder. I'm sniping right now. Do you need air cat?
Yeah, I'd like a sweep on the east side so we can do strong side right.
Oh, okay, copy.
Gonna take it down.
Okay, check your buddies. Make sure nobody's hit around you. I would do a call out. Livin', you up?
Yeah,
Hoodle, you up? Hoodle, are you up? Nothing back from Hoodle. PJ, you up? Nothing back from PJ. Cam, you up? Radio check. Does anyone hear me on radio?
Yeah, I got radio.
Okay. Okay, nothing from Cam. I didn't hear anything from PJ either.
Cam last seen towards the west
PJ's
side.
up. PJ's up, he's bandaging. I'm
Okay,
bandaging,
roger.
so I'm hit pretty bad there.
Bacon, are you up?
Yeah.
Okay. Doreen, you up?
Roger.
Okay, Paulie's in there. Ghost, you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Dread?
I'm up.
Okay, we lost one, lost Nate. Paulie, once Nate respawns and gets his loadout loaded in again, go ahead and go pick him up. Over.
Got Bacon down. Again.
Hey, I'm about to go down.
Okay, Raj, need Waksu, need you to get over and help those guys.
Yeah.
That was right over my head, Jesus. Okay, Paulie, he's back at
Where's
base.
that medic?
Yo, on my way.
I am behind the MRAP.
You good, Ghost?
Yeah.
Okay. Dorian, coming over to you. See here. Okay, seems relatively quiet. Now's a good time to reload and fix up any boo-boos you got. Didn't get hit once somehow. That's the first time ever.
Hey, far northwest.
Oh yeah, comp.
I need a medic.
I got him, Waksu.
BJD just went down.
Okay, what location?
I'm on a rock just down the hill.
No, where's PJ?
Oh, I don't know.
He's getting grabbed now.
Okay, then I'll get to Ghost. Taking lots of fire from the west side. Oh god, there you are.
Fire behind the vehicle.
I see Waksu. Actually, no, Waksu's busy. I'll get him in a second. Pushing 1,000 mils.
Thank you. There's one behind the oh fuck.
Paulie, recommend you you drop him off just behind the vehicles. Over. I heard that, Doreen. Okay, working on Bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got a heart rate. Just blood, huh?
We don't have anyone in the town, do we?
Negative. Should not. Okay, looks like we lost another one. I pushed 200 or 2,000 mils on Oreos. Cool. Hoodle, you still good?
Yeah, I'm in the truck.
Raj. Doreen, you still good?
I'm good.
Ghost?
I'm good.
Dread?
I'm good.
Okay, hit from close north. It's a glancing blow. No eyes on the shooter. Okay, I think you might have gotten him. Never mind, I got it. Yeah, I dropped him. He was in one of the White Houses Central.
There you go, up. We good to start moving in?
Yep, we're gonna swing right. That's east side. I'm gonna come in with you as well. I don't know where that shot's coming from. I need help. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of line of fire. Jeez. Jesus Louises. Okay. Doreen and I are gonna move into phase box green here, and we're gonna take up residence in that busted building. Over.
Copy.
Okay. There we go. Well, that was. It's always like that, right?
This is air support inbound, ETA 1 mic.
Raj, do you have live-in with you? Over.
Yeah, he's flying at Ghost Talk. I'm gunning for him, and then we've also got Polly and Little Bird.
Okay, roger that. Situation is it looks like we cleared all the enemy forces that are outside of buildings. We're moving in now to phase line green. Over.
Copy.
Main check I need is on that north face down the hill. Over. Okay. So now we do this little thing where we.
BJ is up. Ready, open.
Okay, as we clear houses, boys, we're gonna be putting a dot on them. Over. I'm with you guys.
This is Bacon. I've got visual on the green boys.
Holding front door.
Advise I'm in red square.
Roger that. We got friendlies in green and red squares. Over. Can you mark this building?
Copy.
Good job. Well, my own actually.
Ground forces, be advised. I see a couple of tangos in the rocks to the north near the couple of houses to the left outside.
Okay, Roger. You're clear to engage as long as they're not in red or green squares. Over.
Good copy, engaging.
Yep. We're gonna go. What's that? Let's go to that one next. I'll take point.
I was in that one.
You already cleared it? Okay.
That was clear.
Okay, so we just got the one on the corner.
Cross.
Okay, we're gonna hit this big blue building on the corner. Over. Actually, scratch that. It's white. Okay, you already got it. Cool. Make sure to mark it with a square or a dot. Something.
Everything else clear. I already got the clear one.
You got this one here?
Okay, I can go in.
No, I'm
All
asking.
buildings
I don't
in
think we
red
cleared it yet.
Oh, I was gonna like see clear since.
Nah, you got it. You got it. Okay, last building in green's getting clear.
Building clear. Building clear.
Clear here. Okay, green and red are clear. We are now moving to whatever the other colors are. Blue and yellow. Over.
Blue and yellow.
Oh, I hear one.
Voices? Probably next building over.
Going up. Going up.
Raj holding up base. That's outside.
Nothing down?
Friendly down. Friendly down.
I missed.
Holding. Okay, hold frags. Hold frags. We got friendly down. I gotta pull him out. Where'd he go? I can't grab me. He keeps moving. Okay, he's sorry. I got him. He's like stuck in this trash can. Clear this building right next to us. That's where he got from, I think.
I'm going in.
Okay, set him down here. Walks you for you.
Yep.
Clear.
Clear to second building.
Okay, Raj.
Confirming.
I think you're safe here, Walks. I'm just gonna close the door for you. Shots north.
That's me.
Okay, Raj. Doreen, are you in this building here? I'm in the back of it now.
Alright, building clear.
Got a downed enemy here. This one's clear as well.
I caught.
Thanks. Let's do this one right here. Window check looks clear. Going in. One down.
Oh. Mission complete.
Okay, we might be mission complete. Let's just clear the rest of these buildings.
Yellow's all clear.
Cool. Just got blue left to do. Waxu, how's our boy looking?
He's out.
Excellent, excellent work. Well, not bad, not bad. Okay. Got one with me?
Alright, I'm bringing the Mad V into town.
Okay, going first door.
I'll go second. Second. Oh, clear.
With you. I'm gonna go. Actually, you take that shack. I'll check this building here.
I'm going to grab the vehicle.
Okay, sounds good.
Would you want to take the, oh, actually, the vehicle's already here.
Couple of Geneva Convention violations, but otherwise I think we did okay.
What? There were no violations. There's a lot of holy crap, dude.
I'm pretty sure
You
they
see
had
all these
guns,
guys?
So then it's fine, right?
Yeah.
I did not notice this when we were fighting. Holy crap!
Pretty sure,
I see where they were hanging out.
Conscious individuals double tapping is a little questionable.
No, I was in the MRAP, and then you were. It was you and me. Wow, this is. I think we found. I think we found the fuck shack here.
I also shot a couple of balls rounds into this area.
Okay, yeah, it worked because there's a lot of bodies.
I mean, this is the fucking
Okay, everyone, let's head back to the vehicles. Over.
They were ran away. They got scared.
They kept using cover, so I got rid of the cover.
It works. There's no civilians, so you're fine.
When I'm gonna fit.
Yeah, well, we gotta go back to the other vehicles. So tired.
I'm too fat.
You boys want pickup?
How many seats you got? Oh,
9 left.
yeah. Let's hop in the Ghost Hawk.
Fuck the vehicle.
We'll just leave the vehicles. This is a test mission.
And I think with the sheer amount of numbers, we can lose the vehicle with a gun.
There's a shot. Where'd that shot come from?
I don't know. Did somebody just shoot?
Maybe.
Okay. Does anyone still up on the hill and need a pickup? Ah, much better.
Pull in. Locked in.
Anyone else still on the ground? Last call? Okay, let's get out of here, boys. Woo! Another successful FoddSquad mission. Oh, sorry, I went out a window. I forgot. Yeah, we only lost 2 people. I think one may have been to friendly fire.
Yeah. Somebody gunned me down.
Oh, somebody's really bloody. Whoever doesn't have a shirt on is really bloody. A little scraped up. Cool,
I'm trying to
so...
get myself some blood here.
So
I
the
don't think you can.
coolest thing about... oh yeah, who needs blood?
PJ.
I could use a pack.
Don't have that.
I got a lot of blood in my backpack.
I'm pushing blood on you now.
Thank you.
So
I
didn't
shot one
finish
guy
our
that was
other
building
mission.
A
it looks
trench
like.
near that embankment.
Oh yeah,
that was
a lot of
venom.
fire when we came over the edge there.
That
So
wasn't friendly, was it?
Yeah.
yeah, so it didn't actually clear that.
It was so close to the bunker.
So I'm writing notes on my little pad.
So what is ChatGPT actually doing in the mission?
All the scripts for this mission were ChatGPT generated. So all of the spawning of AI, the selecting of AI, all that is scripted by ChatGPT. And the way that it was made, we'll see right after this. We'll run another one, and it'll go to a different location with different enemies and well, same objective, but it's just a purpose. And so I can actually now just make it to where it creates different objective types as well and choose between them.
That's pretty wicked sweet.
Okay, let's see if we can get everyone back in the base. It should end the mission, allegedly. It may not be working that way. It is ChatGPT, and also it's the first multiplayer test. How'd you guys do?
It never said completed clearing the
Yeah, it clearly.
I thought it did.
So it assigned the new mission, but it didn't actually finish the previous task for some reason.
Well, it did highlight of return to base for me as assigned. So.
Yeah, so it assigned the mission to everyone. It created so the trigger looks to make sure all. Oh, here we go! Yeah! I didn't make it.
Wait, celebrate.
I win.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay,
Easy.
that was
Got
actually
6
pretty
kills.
good spread out. So a total
Not
of
bad.
52 enemies, which makes sense. It should be about five times the number of enemies as players, which is configurable within the script. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna show off how I was able to port this over to Takistan literally just by changing the name at the end of it, and then I had to put down the base. The base is not dynamically generated yet. But all I had to do was just copy the scripts over, go to the file name for the mission file in the editor, and just change it to .takistan instead of .malden, and then it should work right out of the box there as well.
Wow.
Maybe that's not impressive to people who haven't tried to make missions, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. It took a long time. Probably 12 hours with ChatGPT just making scripts, but it's still faster than trying to make a DRO-like mission by myself. Thanks for playing, Livin. That was a lot of fun. Unless he already left, in which case he can't hear me.
Is he the one I shot?
No, that was Cam.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, we don't really have a one type of uniform, so
Yeah.
PIDing is a little bit tricky.
You gonna hop in, Paulie?
I'm trying. I clicked OK.
No, you're good, PJ. I meant Paulie.
Okay. Yep. I got confused because I saw that bunker going up so close. I mean, the sandbags going up so close to the bunker.
Yeah, no, I got to the Overwatch position and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to start building a trench here. And then
Yeah, I
got
did write
shot, and I
that.
was like, damn, these enemies are accurate.
Mm.
And then it was just, and then I got up and I was like, oh, it's fine, I can patch myself up. And then I got shot again. And it was just like, oh, okay.
Okay, so
I
here we
have
are
all
in Takistan. This should do the same thing again if all works well. Not looking at the right spot now, I'll tell you that much. Okay, that's need to fix the intro.
Same preset for bases.
So the base generation is not made by ChatGPT yet. I'm like 99% of the way working, but it's still giving an error and not actually putting the things down. I can create an array based upon a base that I build, run a script, and it will create a file, and then try to ingest that like it does in Liberation, but it's just not quite putting it down yet. So I had to put this one down myself. So now it's finding a base in a NAR or an enemy in a NAR. It's gonna decide on the enemy faction. Oh, the National Party Assurance are here. And then it should be making a briefing entry, but it's not working. Fix. Okay. So yeah, so ChatGPT just generated this during this mission.
Want to fly the Ghost Hawk? Alright, because I want to be a flight medic.
I mean, I can fly us in. That's no problem, but I'm not gonna stay flying.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
Well, GG.
Well done, everyone. Way the best.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Fastest mission ever.
That was weird.
They're just too good. They gave up. They
Hearts and
surrendered.
minds, 100%.
I think what happened to us is they spawned the static enemies and they spawned them like on top of each other and they all just clipped out and died.
It could be. It could be that. We're gonna try one more time. Maybe the porting wasn't as easy as I thought it was. It worked just fine in my testing. I'll tell you that much.
Maybe it was just one specific.
This is why we test.
It kind of automatically selected that didn't really work.
Could be. Thanks for hopping in, Confu. Also, it does.
Man, shutting us down.
It does actually select. It does look at all of the factions that you have loaded as well, which, depending on which add-ons you have, might be different, right? So it's now pulling from community faction project and everything. It's not defined in the code. It automatically looks for independent and east side enemies that it can spawn.
Maybe,
Which is
maybe it didn't have the AI to spawn.
Round 2, begin.
should start generating any second now. Do you get the generation? Yeah, cool. When you're in the arsenal. And then, I mean, OCP doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna stick with OCP. Change my backpack for a Coyote though.
No, I'm gonna stick with this.
Yeah, I was gonna stick with the same loadout. So now it's Chaman.
As much fun as I had with the launcher, I think I'm gonna drop in for something else.
Pakistani army. That should work.
Okay, cool. Yeah, should.
My dumb piece of shit just deleted a loadout instead of loading it.
Oops. Shaman. Oh, so down here.
I'm
So we should
forgetting
go
how to
like
bring
this.
up the loadout screen.
Oh, I haven't actually created
You
it.
gotta
You
walk
need
over to
to
a
go
box.
to an arsenal. The arsenal box over there.
Oh, maybe it's just not putting down any guys. That might be why. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. It's not actually making any guys. So, great job, everyone. Oh. Okay, yeah. So it's not actually generating the enemies right now, which is strange. Let's try the Altis one. I tested this in single player and local multiplayer, so I'm not sure why that would be different.
Dedicated server mess up, gang.
It doesn't really make sense why this is happening.
Maybe you don't have enough dedicated WAM.
You download some more WAM.
What's the recommended amount of dedicated WAM for the server?
What?
What's the recommended amount of dedicated WAM for the server?
You having a stroke there, buddy? You okay?
Stroke
Did
complete.
someone need to call a doctor?
Bames John's
Ollie.
having a stroke.
You're ridiculous.
Just drag him in. Force him to be something he doesn't want to be.
Yeah. Make him squad leader. Hey, what's up, Alias? So it's made a trigger to end mission when no enemies are there. So it has a trigger that creates the task. So when there are no enemies in the AO, it creates a trigger, or a trigger goes off. So the trigger checks for enemies in the AO. And then once it sees it's a beautiful piece of ocean there.
Yeah, it's quite serene.
So it checks if there are no enemies of either east or independent type within the AO. Once it does, it creates a new task and assigns us to return to base. And then once we get back to base, it checks if all the players are in base. Every single player must be in base, and once they're in base, then it ends the mission. After mission complete, after a global variable mission complete is created. So that it should have worked. It's the same code as Malden. It's exactly the same code. But the issue is it's not actually generating enemies. That's the real problem.
Korean People's Army.
Yeah, should.
Damn.
Should be able to do that, Jorgo. Oh, who are we fighting? I wasn't paying attention.
North Korea.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, so that little glitch tells me that it probably is... Yeah, it's spawning this time. So something about Takistan was making it mad. I'll have to check what's going on there. So creating task framework, so now it's generating the task. Well, that's right by us. Here we
Get the mortar tubes ready.
Cool. So just generated basically a DRO style randomized mission. You see over here, got enemies, it's got patrols, it's got all sorts of stuff. Some of them are static enemies and they stay in buildings and they don't move. They're forced to stand like in windows. They don't move. They don't lay down. That was important. I made ChatGPT do that. Female police vest. What the What's going on?
I want to wear the female police vest.
We do not have max females loaded right now.
We don't have females loaded?
We do not have females loaded currently because
Just
that's
like my
that's how it
life.
works in the real world. Yeah, exactly.
Think about yourself.
But that's what's weird, Alias, is it's working.
You know,
On this
I had
one
a
right
dream
now.
Last night, Fod.
It's the exact same code.
Oh, I'm stuck in a barrel.
All it is copy and
I
paste
had
the
a
code.
dream last night where we tried to run Kujari 4, but we ran it now and it's not ready. And I was like, "Yep, all right, let's do it." It didn't go very well.
That's,
I also just dreamed that a female
sounds like
person-
some
very
stress
strange.
there. Hey,
Yes,
Sire, are
it
you still in
exceeded
chat? Were you
stress.
able to get yourself situated? I haven't seen you join the game yet.
So we're gonna fly there?
I mean, it's like 800 meters away, so I don't think so. Oh, we could. We could fly. Why not? Let's fly. Screw it.
Nah, you're walking, Lid. You're walking.
We're flying. Hey, we're flying here.
We could take the truck as well.
Nah, we're flying.
The truck.
We're flying.
Let's still get in the Chinook.
So we just give little face colors so that people know. Hey yo. Not everyone's. Oh. Don't take off yet. Not everyone's in yet. Bacon, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, no, the marker it doesn't actually need markers, so I don't know. It literally just, it finds the location, gets the location name, and then puts it there. So it puts it right in the actual location position. That's why it's weird. Why did I lose my scroll menu?
All in. Bacon, what helmet is that?
Okay, I think everyone's in. Make sure you're on frequency 50. Bacon, are you literally just rocking an Iraqi vest and nothing else?
Yep.
No weapon?
He's
No
got a helmet
shoes?
on. It's about confusing the enemy.
I guess you literal war tourist here.
Are those gunners AI?
Do we have Polly in the other vehicle? Look at how loud this thing is. Hey, what's up, Grim? Long time to see.
I see the
Have you tried porting to other
Well, then
VI?
open up fire.
So,
Gun sounds like
put your earplugs in.
fine, have it. Minigun, it sounds very minigun like.
Is it still 50?
Okay, right side minigun, go.
Yeah.
On.
Fire the bullet chambers towards the post.
Oh, we got hit, we got hit. Put it on the ground. Double tap V.
Someone jump.
Clear, clear, clear. Clear the AO.
PJ jumped, I'm grabbing him.
Raj, yep. Start digging in here. Okay, we've got, I think, a couple people hurt, but yeah, we need you to keep us alive here, Polly.
Yep, I saw that.
Maybe we were a little close. I forgot. Whew, okay. So we're gonna dig in here for a minute. Yeah, that might be what it is, Alias. So I made it on Malden, and it worked just fine on Malden.
Missile lock.
I think we lost our other vehicle.
Mayday.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay, we'll go over and help.
Fodder, don't move. 10 seconds.
Okay.
I think they may have had some stingers.
Okay, he went down to our northwest.
Green, blue.
I'm gonna take Dread and I to go get him.
Good to go.
What the
good to
hell?
go.
I'm moving there as well.
Everyone else stay here and defend this AO.
Be advised, I've moved to a building on the north to get cover for treating PJ.
Yeah, Roger.
I'm too happy to do 4 on sprint.
Yep. Polly, we're coming.
Bacon, you have a left gear. Go sprint.
Okay, I'm gonna do a radio check. Dread, are you on radio? Over.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, do we have Bacon on radio? Negative, no Bacon on radio. Walksu on radio. Doreen, are you on radio?
Affirmative.
Ghost, are you on radio?
Yeah.
Cam on radio?
Yep.
PJ on radio?
He's down.
Roger. Livid on radio? He's gone. Okay, so somebody who's next to Waksu, get him on radio. We lost our pilot.
If only I was more of an athlete.
So AI generate how? I went into ChatGPT. I'll show you guys at the end of this how I did it. But I actually went to ChatGPT and said, hey, make me scripts that do this in a mission, and then I put them all in a mission and they all work together. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Okay, Roger, yeah, just dig in and take this counterattack.
Can someone move to my position? Just give me a bit of cover.
Yeah, I'll come to you.
Copy.
Did you cross the street, or are you in the 2-story here?
2-story, first floor.
Okay, Roger, coming to you. Everyone else just get online and defend our I'll call it an LZ.
Me, Ghost, and Waxu are on LZ chat DPT now.
Enemy bearing 150 on the street. Over. Oh god, that's close. So it's not even sort of. ChatGPT 4, the newest version of ChatGPT, is really good at scripts. Well, these are getting mighty close shots. It's actually really good at making Arma scripts. It doesn't understand locality very well, so multiplayer is kind of iffy. And you do have to massage a couple things. Like it thinks some configs or functions can do things that they can't actually. But overall, it's pretty good. Especially, it's really good at dealing with configs. You in here?
Oh, yeah, I'm in here.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go second story and cover us.
Yep.
If there's windows on the right side, there are not windows on the correct side.
Who's moved up southeast?
No idea.
One of our boys is like 200 meters pushing into the town.
Did we get everyone on comms?
Everyone but Waksu. Anyone have eyes on Waksu? He was the only one that wasn't on comms.
It was I.
Okay. Okay, Raj. Can somebody poke Waksu and make sure he's what's frequent?
I'm with him.
Alright, coming up.
Oh, I think we have a vehicle, friendly vehicle to the east.
Friendly poly to the east.
Okay, Raj, your helicopter should have respawned, by the way.
Yeah, repeat last.
Your helicopter should have respawned after 60 seconds, did it not?
Didn't check yet.
Okay, Raj, sounds good. I'll check when we get back. Dude, he must have been really messed up.
Oh, he was. And I had to... Because he jumped out and then got shot.
Okay.
Jumped out from like a height, so I had to pick him up and drag him all the way over here.
That was quite the intro, though.
Yeah.
Thank God we were in the Chinook, because that's the Ghost Hawk would not have taken that shot.
100% not.
After blowing up.
Alright.
Hey, welcome back. Okay, we got PJ back up. We're gonna get him sorted, and we're gonna come to the LZ. Over.
Good copy.
Okay, we good to move, boys?
I'm not pushing up any more than I am. I just assumed position
What's
so
that?
they wouldn't push you guys through the shelves.
15 seconds.
15 seconds, cool.
I'm just packing him to be so bad.
Jump out of the halo and land right on bullets. He jumped from 100 feet and landed right on a bullet.
5.
Like, the bullet is sitting on the ground. He just like...
Good to move.
Chat said that PJ jumped out of the helicopter and landed right on a bullet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the LZ and then we'll move up from there. Well, I guess we learned that you can't do a Chinook insertion in North Korea.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bit too close.
I thought we'd be fine, but silly me.
I mean, we still landed.
That was excellent landing, by the way.
Did you see that?
I did, yeah. Still getting shots from the direct south, over. Get a little framey here, boys. It's framer for you, me too.
And be aware, we just spotted an enemy mounted gun. We've took out the gunner.
Okay, excellent. Where was it?
About 158. Behind a bunch of bushes out there.
Okay, Raj, we're pushing up to the north side of the village now. Definitely check fire.
Civilian, check fire.
I got him on the right. If you look on the right side of the building, right below the wall.
Whew, those shots are scary.
I'm gonna move up to the construction building on the east.
Yeah, so I lost SA on where everyone's at. We're moving up within the zone yellow. We're going to move to a large building I'm going to mark on map with the flag.
Bacon and Arena are on OP to Arena.
Roger, scene. Waksu, Ghost, where are you guys at?
I'm in a shed.
Okay, which shed? There's a lot of sheds. Can you give me more info? Oh, okay, cool. Roger, so we linked up with them.
Are we all doing on HP?
Okay, the only, is where's Bacon at?
He's on OP Doreen with me and Doreen.
Okay, cool, sounds good. I'm gonna keep moving down towards this, house with the flag on it, over. That's funny that it spawned not expected to spawn a static gun. AI is really really weird. It's not supposed to spawn any vehicles, it's only supposed to be infantry, so I'm really confused. Type of man.
And
okay.
You're good.
Pushing through this elephant grass now.
26. More prime.
No, we gotta make sure he doesn't pop up behind us. Enemy bearing 165. Putting a grenade out.
I think we're shooting at a bush.
We were. Don't walk in front of me, please. Okay, that's exactly one. Okay. Okay. Okay, the house I marked is actually a destroyed house. We're gonna find a better one and get a new mark on it. Over. We gotta clear these buildings too.
Those are targets down the road, Doreen.
Here, Livin, come with me to the shed.
Down the road somewhere.
That idiot. Opening. Okay, we're good. I just want to make sure if I get shot that somebody knows to tell my family.
A firm.
Make sure as you're clearing buildings to mark them. Nope. Cool. You guys good in here? Oh, it's also destroyed. Woo! See if I can't get a little height on this guy. Can I get to the second story of this? I'm gonna try again the second story here. Okay, I'm up here now. You can climb up if you want.
I saw a launcher moving through, like, in between the walls somewhere.
Oh, like on somebody's back? Yeah, I think our guys are a lot further ahead than I expected, so we have to get down.
What's your flank, boys? Some of these enemies are moving around us.
Yeah, Rod scene. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Bacon looks so goofy.
He looks really goofy. Okay, we're gonna move. Hoodle and I are at the cross streets. We're gonna move and clear to the northeast.
All yellow section is now clear.
Good job. We're in red section now. Move down and start clearing purple, the center.
We're currently checking the middle between yellow and purple to get to purple.
Did you clear this building yet? Okay. Oh, I'm coming with you, Hoodle. You guys battle buddy over there. Where you at, Hoodle?
Outside the building.
Okay, cool. It's gonna take me a minute. Alright, cool. With you. Okay, crossing over to this next building. Pushing in. Oh, it's destroyed. You go left, I'll go right.
Yep, going up.
Okay, cool.
Mr. Sad.
I got it now. Haha! Slowpoke going left. Clear.
Yeah, we're clear.
Oh!
Voices?
Voices near. Hopping down.
In there.
These in the yeah, I'm hopping down.
Oh shit!
He's over here.
Coming.
And they're across the street as well.
Okay. Don't stand up, Hoodle. Reloading.
Send a frag in there.
Yeah, don't go yet. With you, Hoodle. Okay, it's clear. There's still a guy to the somewhere to the south. Hey, can you take a second to mark these? Okay, I think we're going across the street. Oh, directly across! I saw the man. I saw the blood come out of my face. Puck Fast, what's up, man? It's going decently. I've got a couple. I got a couple notes, that I made about stuff and how it's working. Can you see that? There's a couple of things that didn't work correctly, but for the most part it works. But when I moved it over to Takistan, for some reason on multiplayer it's not. So I got to do a little bit more testing on that. So just to catch people up who are just joining, by the way, thanks for joining. Welcome. Consider following or subscribing if you want. So the way that it works is I went to ChatGPT and I told them that I wanted to make an Arma 3 dynamically generated mission. And they said, okay. And I said, here's the kind of scripts I'm going to need you to make. I'm going to need a script that does this, script that does that, script that does this.
Is the party?
Blah, blah, blah. And being very specific in, I need you to, these are what you're going to get as parameters, this sort of data. This is what I want you to do to that data, and this is what I want you to return. And then basically stepping through... I need you to find all the locations on the map and randomly choose one. Okay, then we store that location name and the position as an array that we're going to then pass to the other ones. Sounds good. Okay, that gets returned. Okay, now I want you to select or look at all of the east and independent factions. Now pick one of those. That's going to be your enemy type. Okay, save that in an array. Yada yada yada. Stepping through every single aspect of the mission. It was a real massage, but it worked. It's generating a mission. We're fighting North Korea and Altis now. Okay, thanks.
Behind you, probably don't move.
Okay, I think we need to cross over that way. I'm going.
Yep, you go.
Okay, good.
That was a grenade?
Yep, grenade out. Okay.
Moving by you, Polly.
Okay, I'm your second here, Hoodle. Okay, we are also now in the north section of purple area. Over. Behind. Fragging. Frag out. West.
I'm sorry, I don't know how
Pop
to
it
read
in.
the map. You have to figure that
I'm hurt. I'm coming in.
If you want to get behind this cover.
Yep. I want to watch this way if you want to work me here.
Yep. It's but a flesh wound.
Where'd I get hit?
Leg. Oh, and you took one on the plate as well.
Yeah. Too tough. I'm gonna mark this while we're here.
Good thing you had those steel.
Oh, you
plates.
scared me after death, Dread.
Spoil your face.
I was making noises.
I know, but do is not what I expect to hear, and it's hard to tell, you know, with the earplugs in. Thanks.
Move forward to the next building.
Yep. Sorry, you're really quiet, Dread. Check it downstairs.
Yeah, upstairs is clear.
Okay, we got shots coming in. Can't get out from this wall.
Yeah, that's been good.
Okay, I'm in the next building. I think, yeah, we already have Nate here. So let's skip this one and go to this side area.
I did walk the street on the other
Check
side
in
of
here.
the wall, and I was not getting shot at the entirety of it.
This is also clear here. Well, that's good.
Is this a 3 building? No.
No, this is not.
I'm gonna hop the wall, go to the next compound.
I'm gonna check this building here, 2-story. Coming up. Oh, you gotta tell me if you're in here. Okay, Hoodle, I'm coming to you. We're entering into phase green. No eyes on you right now, Hoodle?
Yeah, I'm in this 2-story.
Yeah, Brooch with you.
First floor clear going up.
Okay.
Clear.
Okay, checking bottom. Everything's good on bottom. Good mark. No, who was with Waksu?
Interesting. How did Waksu die?
Okay, gonna do a check. Bacon, you up? No word from Bacon. Doreen, you up?
Doreen's up.
Ghost, you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay, Cam, you up?
Yep.
Okay, PJ, you up?
Bacon is up. He's the one with the shield, but he doesn't answer his radio. I
Okay,
think.
Rutch. Livin, you up?
A-frame.
Cool, sounds good. Okay, so it's everyone but Waxy, it looks like.
And
Oh,
yes, I'm also up.
we're gonna go out to the northeast and clear the area around the church. Yeah, I saw you. Let's go to this first building.
Finish up round purple and make sure everyone's checked.
Go in here.
Bacon is down.
Will you check the church?
Yeah, we will check the church. Clear here.
These are all marked.
Oh, okay, they're just marked on a different side. Okay, looks like we're good. Yeah, it looks like the west side is the only area that hasn't really been cleared. I guess the southeast as well. I'm moving to southeast. Taking shots. No eyes.
Needs medic at Bacon. I'm next to the hunter. Vic.
Where's the hunter at?
Where's the hunter?
East side of the grey box, where the 2 dots are, outside the green box. Oh no, wait a second. Right side of Gravia.
Right side. Who's here?
How bad?
Is this who's here right here?
He's not back. He's back.
Okay, we got Bacon up.
Also, check the radio.
Yeah, freak 50 on radio.
Yeah, I don't have a radio.
Okay. Well, that'd be why you can't respond. Checking this building here. Other
Well,
side.
then again, already checked.
These right here?
Yeah. I forgot to mark them.
Oh, well, okay. Again, they're already checked, but you didn't mark them.
Black dot, not white dot.
Cool. Good to go.
Have we got that guy on the northeast yet?
Not sure. Go to this one. You can't stop me. Oh, you marked it right as I cleared it. Okay, I'm going to start swinging around into the, what should be blue sector.
I saw you walking in it. I didn't hear gunfire. I assumed clear.
It's a lot more spread out over here in the southwest. Mopping up operations. How many have we killed? 80 so far. Pretty good. Sun and Scotland are the words often go together. Yeah. The sun wave. That's funny. But yeah, it's does it work so well, or did I do a lot of testing? That's the real question you gotta ask yourself. So I'm pretty sure it's that I did a lot of testing. But yeah, there's issues that aren't or there are things that aren't working well to resolve. But you know, when you get stuff in multiplayer, it's been surprisingly multiplayer compliant. It does help that I understand multiplayer scripting for the most part, because then I can look at something when it uses like the player function. Like, okay, well that's not gonna work. You can't use player function in multiplayer unless it's local to the player, in which case pretty much none of these are.
Anything?
Nothing up here.
As in, do you see anything?
No, not at all.
Well, apparently they see something.
So it does help.
Oh, I found Wax's body.
Where was he?
He was in the blue sector. I'm marking on the map now.
Okay, Raj, sounds good. We don't really have a way of getting him back to us right now unless he grabs a vehicle.
He's already back.
Oh. By the way, when you guys respawn, do you see one labeled squad leader?
A-frame.
Okay, cool. Good to know. That's me. It's me. I am the problem. It's me. So yeah, so the way it works, it does all the stuff I talked about before, right? It selects the location, the enemy type, and then searches through the config. It's not pre-canned. It searches through the config files of that faction to find every infantry unit.
A British way of saying shanty.
And it then saves all of those units into an array. That's a global array that can access. And then also saves all of the groups that are infantry only groups. So they have to come from the infantry group selection. So it looks at all the configs. That's the sort of stuff that I'm really bad at. Doing config work, I can't do anything with configs. So ChatGPT understanding configs helps me a lot, even just in my regular scripting. So it builds those arrays of all the enemy units, all the enemy groups time.
Zone that wasn't clear. Gonna recheck it.
Sounds good. And then once it has those, it then what's that?
This part's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Thanks for playing, Bacon. Watching right. Hey, I don't know if somebody bled out or what. Good job, guys.
Apparently, I got the last guy then.
Oh, was he in that unchecked building in the purple?
Yep, just underneath the actual mission marker.
Awesome, sounds good. Everyone meet up in the center of town, near the big building. It's a huge time saver, but like I wanted to test what it'd be like if we had a mission that only ChatGPT generated the scripts for. So the only script that I wrote for this are those friendly shots.
Yep.
Okay. The only scripts that I wrote are specifically the what's it called, the one that spawns all of the scripts in a row. ChatGPT, it only understands what you have in the current chat, and I had spread across a lot, so it's really hard to describe to it, hey, I need you to run this script with these things because it's going to do this and you're going to take that return. I just wrote the overall script that puts everything together. The other script that I still need to get working is actually generating a base. I have a script right now that will if you put a marker down and you run the script, it will then look at all the objects within 50 meters and save them to an array that you can put in a text file. It'll save the position, or what type it is, the position, and the direction. And once it does that, then you should be able to look in that array and then rebuild the mission, sort of like how Liberation does with the fob hunt. But for some reason, it's just not able to get the script just right to parse the array and rebuild it. I've done it with small ones, but once it gets over a certain size, it starts having issues. So I'm still working on that. We'll see what happens, what I'm missing on that. Okay, I have most everyone. Anyone coming? Where's everyone at? 2, 4, 6 for me.
Bird is inbound to pick you up.
Oh, Raj, sounds good.
And the other birds didn't respawn, by the way.
Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. So vehicle respawns are not working. That's weird.
So I need a lot of training with how to move according to the map.
Yeah, that just takes a lot of practice, to be honest. Do you have a GPS? Because if you hit one of the bracket keys, it will open the GPS on that side.
I see it.
Yeah, that helps a lot with obviously figuring out where you're at, and then you can sort of Kentucky windage from there. I like we're just hanging out with our dead Korean friend here. Hello, sir.
He's sleeping.
Just taking a nap. Hi, ladies. My family is in the window because I'm downstairs. Hello. How you guys doing? I love you. No, I'm not bothered at all. What? I'm not bothered at all. The dark starts rubbing dirt all over the window. Because I'm in the downstairs, they're pounding on the window. That's funny. Enhanced map mod is amazingly more informative than the base game one. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys kind of what the working with ChatGPT looks like here in a second afterwards, just so we can get a little bit of a. Oh, is he gonna put the wheels down?
Your gear's not down, brother.
Oh, you shouldn't have said anything. He's gonna land without the gear down.
We are landing.
Oh, they're hovering. They're hovering. Hop in. He doesn't want to reduce his stealth capabilities by pushing the gear out. Yeah, definitely use those flares. We saw what happened on the the infill. Back to base. So yeah, like I said, after we're gonna finish this, I'm gonna tell them that they can keep running more of these if they want.
So I won't jump out until someone says jump.
Yeah, so even though we got hit, they were still able to put it down pretty well. So once you get within about 10 feet of the ground, you can double tap V to hop out, but I wouldn't do it any higher than that, even if you're going down hard.
Copy.
Oh, I didn't realize that it used to be automatic, Alias. I see what you tagged me in. Poodle and Fodder. Which one's that from? Which chat is that from? Well, I'll definitely try the ADF recut. So here we are. So after we eliminated all the enemies, it gave us a task to return back to base, but it's not, for some reason it's not completing this task. That's a bug I'll fix. Everyone to the center of the base. And then now it should check at when everyone gets to the center of the base. Yep, here we go. No, I got him, but he got me with the missile first. So now it checks when everyone's back to base, and it finishes the mission for you and end mission. Ta-da! I only killed 2 guys during that whole time. Well, I only got 2 enemies during that whole time, but I definitely got schwacked a lot.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Constantine? Okay, so that's the ChatGPT dynamic mission. It generates a mission to go to a randomized location on the map. It with a name and everything like that. It then checks the configs and picks an enemy type to fight against, and then spawns infantry inside buildings that don't move and you have to actually clear the buildings to find them. It spawns groups that do patrols. It spawns static guys that just hang out in town. And
no
then
vehicles though.
No vehicles yet. No vehicles yet. So I just haven't had it figure out how to do that yet.
If it helps you make the mission, then it's a good thing.
Yeah. So the I'll say about 95% of the scripts in this, probably more than that, of the total code in this is completely ChatGPT generated. There's a couple scripts just to make it work for testing today that I had to do. And then it doesn't generate the base yet. So once I get the actual code working, I can put down a base with vehicles and everything like that, run a script. It will then save all the locations, class names, and the direction of each of those things into a big array. And then another script should be able to open that array and actually place all those vehicles down again. So that way it could be completely dynamic. In fact, we would start up the mission and we would just be sitting there in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, like around us, the whole base would generate, like piece by piece. That's the goal. And then you could do that and make any bases you want, just save them into different text files and tell it which base to load. So we'll get there eventually. I'm not there yet, but we'll get there eventually. And then we'll add in vehicles and then other mission types. Because right now it's just generating, go to a town and clear everything. But we could generate like a take out an individual target. We could generate a mission that has you just do a patrol and then you get attacked and you got to take them out. I mean, all those sorts of things are possible. So basically, in 12 hours, I've recreated the basics of a Dynamic Recon Ops, completely with ChatGPT, which I think is pretty cool.
Great. Good job.
So yeah, if you guys want, I can set you up with another one. I'm going to go show my chat for the stream how I did this. So you guys are welcome to go hop in over on Twitch and YouTube and watch how I actually did it. And then, but if you guys want to keep playing, I'm definitely good to load up another one.
I'll keep playing.
I'm off, guys. Have a good night or good day.
Thanks for stopping in, Doreen. It's good to have you back, man. Here, I'm just gonna load this up, and then anyone who wants to play can hop in. Looks like it might be just PJ. Dread, are you playing again?
Oh no, I was just quickly away from my computer.
Paulie, are you playing again?
Sure, one round.
Okay, so it will generate just as many enemies, or 5 times the number of players. So for you guys, it'll be 10 enemies plus a couple groups. So.
I gotta go clean the dogs, so I gotta catch you boys on the flip side.
Here, PJ, you should probably.
It's
fine.
What should I do?
No, you're good. I'm just gonna generate this for you, and then I'm gonna hop out.
Thank you.
Since I'm logged in. So we'll generate this for them. Once again, it doesn't have anything. No, it doesn't have like the base selected, anything like that. I gotta fix this in the other ones. It's it has to point at a specific point, and I'm no, it doesn't work yet. I did use a couple Eden or 3 enhanced aspects as well. Cool. Once I see it start generating, I'm gonna hop out. Thanks for playing, boys. It was a lot of fun. I got a lot of good data out of these playtests.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, dudes.
Bye-bye.
Cool. So that's gonna generate a mission. If you guys didn't see it before, it actually says like defining arrays. It like actually goes every 5 seconds or so. It works on another aspect of it. So it's searching for a mission location. It's not going to say, yeah, it's in Las Pasagna or whatever, which is down south if I remember. And then it's like, what enemy faction is it going to be? It's looking at it's checking all the configs for all enemies. So we're going to fight Takistani locals. So all independent and all East factions will be looked at, and it's just going to create the arrays for all the enemy infantry types and group types like that, which I think is pretty neat. I think it's a pretty cool thing. So with that, I'm going to hop out of this. I'm going to disconnect. So we're going to close out that, and then I'm going to load up the Takistan one, because I'm not exactly sure why that wasn't working. We'll go load Takistan. Hopefully I don't create any additional dependencies.
Reinforcements dropping in.
Hey, Micro, thanks for the follow, by the way. Anyone who wants to follow, feel free to follow me, or you can go subscribe on YouTube as well. You can see it's ChatGPT really having pitched for mod stuff. Dude, it's huge.
We won again.
Oh, did it have that same issue like before?
Yep.
Okay. Paulie, you have admin, right?
Yeah, should.
Okay, so I'm logged out. If you log in, you should be able to select it, and then just push continue. Or you guys can vote it if you want. I'm sorry. Okay, so that happened on Malden too. That's good to know. I'm not exactly sure why that is. Takistani locals had issues. Okay. Sorry, taking notes. I got lots of notes here. Locals. Okay.
One last try.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna hop out, guys. Good luck on that. Let me know if it worked. Or let me know specifically if it didn't work in the Discord. Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Hop out of there. Excellent. So back into here. So when I go load the mission, which is called AI Test Takistan. So it looks like there's some issues with some of the cup factions or Oh, I don't have 3 enhanced. Yeah, that's gonna have an issue. So I did have to put down, for right now, I have to put down a base, right? But you'll notice that there's nothing else on here other than, oh, I had a person. Other than the base that I loaded, there's nothing else on here, right? It's just the base because I haven't gotten the base spawning script yet. I do have a script that will take that base and put it in an array, but I haven't actually been able to parse the array correctly to rebuild the base. And I have to manually put down the players because it can't generate player units. It can generate AI units, but not player units. So with that though, I actually have to close this out, and I'll show you guys how ChatGPT works, and also load in the other one, the map making one, and figure out what it was about Takistan and stuff. So we'll close that out. If we go here to ChatGPT, so here we are at ChatGPT, OpenAI ChatGPT. So if you guys are, can you see? There we go. So if you guys are going to generate missions, then basically you need to be very specific on what you want ChatGPT to do. And right now, ChatGPT 3.5, this version, is like not the best. It doesn't really understand scripting very well. 4, though, is way better at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my my Notepad++, which is where I do all my scripting in. This is, if you guys are not interested in this, I appreciate you guys stopping in, and if you guys are going to hop out, thanks. Say goodbye on your way out of the chat. I really appreciate you guys stopping in. This is just going to be a little quick, this isn't a total how-to, it's just kind of like how it works, right? So when I start the mission, it actually, I wrote this particular script. I had to write the script, so I'm going to make this big so you guys can see it on stream. So when it generates the enemy factions, it calls this get enemy factions.sqf, and that one looks like this. And all it does is it goes, okay, we're gonna load all faction classes. We are then going to look at them and figure out, are they East or Independent with 0 or 2. If they are, put them into faction class, and then return that as an enemy factions array. And then, so this create missions takes that enemy factions array and then makes it a global array, right? Pretty simple. And then from there, I go, okay, select a random enemy faction. And then I have some logging here. It then says, okay, get the faction name from that so we can use it within the script building. And then once I do that, it's going to build my, taking a second. Create briefing. Okay. So then we're going to do this right here where we have found the enemy faction. We're going to run an enemy faction.sqf. That SQF will then look through. Don't think I have it here right now. Oh, I do. Excellent. We'll then look through these configs, and it will find every single one that is a type of man. So every single infantry unit it will find. That includes ones that don't have weapons. That includes those. We didn't see any of that while we were playing, but sometimes it'll spawn like the like officers with no weapons and stuff. So that's a problem. But it'll find all the men, and it will save them as a global array called enemy units. And then it will then look through all the groups that are inside infantry, the infantry group thing, and then it'll grab all those and save them as enemy groups. Dude, how can anyone code not in light mode? A rearm script? Yeah, we could definitely. Yeah, I think that I forgot to sync the respawn module to the vehicles. Rough and unarmed. They do mellow. So yeah, so this script then creates the groups and units as a global array will pull from, and then when we actually spawn our enemy on location, it will then pull in that location data, which is the name of the location plus the where that location is, a multiplier of how many enemies for the particular, like how many more enemies than the players. So it counts all the players and looks at, okay, we're gonna give it a multiplier of 3 or whatever, and that's something you can pass in. And then the spawn chance in building, how many of those enemies you want to be in buildings or not, because this spawn enemy loc spawns the enemies that are like out in the yards and on the streets and stuff, but it also spawns enemies inside buildings, and specifically so it'll find all the buildings within the AO, it'll find all the positions within those buildings, and it will select a position, put the enemy there, and then it will disable their pathing and force them to be standing up. So it's kind of, it's one of those things that, like, it's those little touches, like spawning enemies inside buildings and making them actually able to be, like, useful, like at a window, looking through the window, is way tougher to script in a randomized fashion than you would think. And so it's the fact that ChatGPT could do that is really cool, in my opinion. So let's go. Hang on a second. Let's go load some music up while we're here for a second, and then I'm just gonna show off this one. We're gonna do this orchestral FoddSquad theme, and then we're going to make it repeat. I think. Can I? Yeah, okay, cool. So it's gonna repeat. Let me know if that's too loud. So yeah, so then this is the whole spawning thing, which ChatGPT wrote this whole spawning thing, including some of the comments and stuff like that. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't do diag logs for debugging unless you specifically ask it. So all the diag logs are me. That's just so I can debug. So let me load into my Arma. We'll go our map making. This picture is out of control. That's the picture. That should be the cover of the thing. I want to do it to where I make ChatGPT generate the images as well. Not ChatGPT, the make like Stable Diffusion or Midjourney actually generate the mission icons and stuff too. That'd be cool. Load our mods. Here we go. FoddSquad map making. That's not the one I wanted. Map making. Cool. Play with mods. Hey, it's me. We'll take off the game capture for now. How much did you need to edit the ChatGPT stuff? So a decent amount, a fair amount. So first off, I would scan it as so let's actually go to ChatGPT and let's talk about what we want to do. So we're gonna do a new ChatGPT 4, and you have to pay for it. So if you guys want to support me on Patreon so I can make more of these, that'd be nice, because it does cost money. Going back to that, if you please. So let's say I want. So this is the phrase that I always use, and we'll zoom in here. I always say please. So nice. Please generate or please create, and this is important, SQF script so it knows for the video game Arma 3. That way, if there's any other types of SQF, it now knows we're talking about SQF for Arma 3 that takes in an array of vehicles, finds a location, it takes an array of vehicles, finds a position, not location, because location means something, position within 200 meters of a, I like to say as a parameter, so it knows what it's doing. Finds a position with 200 meters of a location passed in as a parameter, and creates the vehicle with a randomized heading. Then spawn two infantry units from a global array named enemy units, and place them in the driver spot and gunner spot if there is a gunner spot. Please explain or please comment the code correctly and place, I've never tried this, place diag logs for this is first debugging purposes. So that's what I say. Oh, you can't see because I'm in the way. Sorry. Boop. This is what I'm telling you. Please create an SQF script for the video game Arma 3 that takes in an array of vehicles as a parameter, finds a position within 200 meters of a location passed in as a parameter, and creates the vehicle with a randomized heading. Then spawn 2 infantry units from a global array named enemy units and place them in the driver spot and gunner spot, if there is a gunner spot. Please comment the code correctly and place diag logs for debugging purposes. So then we tell it to do that. And here's an SQF script that should achieve what you're looking for. So it gives us a file name, it describes what the actual file does, and it's also going to tell us what our parameters are. Oh, I forgot to tell it what to default to. That's okay. I could tell it, after this I could be like, hey, I need you to default to X. So it's going to keep spawning. So here's the, oh, it did excellent. It did give me a default spawn location of 0, 0. So check if the global variable enemy units is defined. So it automatically adds in checking for us, which is pretty neat. Do you need, you do need to understand FQF somewhat because you do have to fix it, but for basic scripts you don't really need to do that. I'll show you something that anyone can use ChatGPT even for free version, and you'll get some good results from. So right now it's going to then select a vehicle with the class name random vehicle. Okay, so select random vehicle. It's going to find a random position using find safe pos within that area. This one's going to be a little bit weird. I'll show you why in a second. It's then going to get a random heading from within 360. It's going to spawn the vehicle using create vehicle, random position, and it's going to set the direction at random heading. It's then going to spawn, it's going to check and make sure the enemy units array has more than 2, which it doesn't really need to, but it's going to, see this one right here did not work. Delete at 0. That's not a good plan. Why delete at 0? I don't know why it's doing. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. It's going to, so I don't think it understands enemy units very well. Let's see. Enemy units. So it's this section is trying to, basically it's going to get an enemy unit and put in the driver, and then it's going to delete them as it enters them in. That's a very weird way to do that. So I don't like that. So this particular section I don't like. So I'm going to explain to it what I don't like about it. I'm going to say, this is good, but if you say this is good or this is bad, it knows how much it needs to change. This is good, but when placing the units in the vehicle, do not use delete at. Please just select 2 random ones from enemy units and place them in. So then what's gonna do is gonna say, oh, okay, sounds good. I'm gonna update the script and put it back in there. So it's crazy. It's crazy, right? You can do that. I don't know if I can do this, but let's try opening a second ChatGPT. Can I actually open 2 ChatGPT windows? I don't know if I can. It might screw it up. I'm gonna make another request on another one. So here's what I'm gonna open my cam back up. So let's say that you don't know Arma SQF, you're not really looking to do tons of crazy scripting in ChatGPT. Here's one thing that I think's really cool. So let's say so it helps to frame with ChatGPT what it wants to think about. So you are a we'll say you are a mission designer for the video game Arma 3. So that gives it the framing. And now it's Arma 3, it can look up, it knows a lot about Arma 3. So it knows, okay, military simulation game, there's guns, there's vehicles, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so they say, you want to design a mission for 6, I'll say design a cooperative multiplayer mission for 6 to 12 players where they are attacking the city of Kavala that has been taken over by CSAT. Please write me a mission description in the style of a military op board. This is important. Please create a name for the enemy commander and ensure that the mission requires us to capture him alive. The name should be based on common Chinese names. Boom. So this is anyone can do this. You don't have to have the paid version. So anyone can do this. It's a lot faster, by the way. So if you want a military op order, and the more information you give it, the more information it's going to, or the more like it won't make up. But here we go. Now I have a military op order. Situation: enemy forces. The city of Kavala has been taken over by CSAT. Intelligence reports suggest that the enemy commander, Major General Zhang Wei, is present in the city and overseeing the operation. The enemy is estimated to have a reinforced company-sized element consisting of infantry, armored vehicles, static defenses. See, it pulls that from Arma 3. I didn't tell anything. It pulls it from Arma 3. The enemy is expected to have anti-tank weapons and anti-aircraft guns. Our platoon-sized element consisting of 6 to 12 players, which is not platoon size. We'd have to fix that. Capturing Kavala and capturing the city of Kavala and recapturing Zhang Wei alive. We have access to infantry, armored vehicles, and air support. Attachments, nothing. Like, this is crazy, right? Like, It even tells us it's going to be 2 squads. It's going to secure Western. It's going to give us an actual detailed. It's giving us a plan that we didn't even give it, right? We'll get logistics drop. So let's say you're just in the thinking stages. I want to make an op that's kind of like this. You could even ask it to give you cool ideas like that. Like, okay, let's say, this is good. Please give me a list of 5 story twists that will surprise the players and make this mission more enjoyabler. So I'm like, okay, what are 5 things that they could toss in that would be really interesting? So how about this? An ambush. That's great, right? Betrayal by a local resistance group. That's cool. A hidden enemy tunnel network. While clearing building, players discover a hidden underground tunnel network that they have to navigate dangerous tunnels. That's cool. Enemy air support. As they come in there, they get attacked by jets and helicopters. A rogue allied unit disobeyed orders and is conducting their own mission in the city. It's causing chaos and making it difficult for players to achieve. How cool is that? Tell me that that's not super cool. So you can build a CTI mission with this? Would that be too challenging? No, you can make any kind of mission. You can make it. I just made a mission that is basically like a dynamic recon op with ChatGPT. Which be speaking of which, you could look at that. But that's cool. So then we could say, okay, that's awesome. Like, this is good. Please give me a thank you. I don't want to use the word script. Please give me a basic flow for how to for how this mission will run from a player Zeus game master perspective. So now I'm gonna ask you, okay, what are we gonna do? So this is exactly. So now, as if I was Zeusing, I could literally print this out. Brief them as the player scribe for the mission. Game master provides a briefing. Insert them into the AO via helicopter or ground vehicle. As they approach the airport city, they encounter defenses consisting of machine guns. So it tells you exactly what you need. City streets. Once they're there, they're going to use tactics and firepower to secure it. Okay, once the city's secured, they're going to search for Zhang Wei. We can introduce some story twists. Extraction needs to happen with him captured alive, and then debriefing. That's exactly how an Arma mission goes, right? Like, that's really cool, and anyone can do this right now if you go to chat.openai.com to open up. This is the basic ChatGPT. This isn't the paid one. You can get this one, Operation Red Dragon. That's hilarious right there, by the way. That's really funny if you know the history. But then for scripting right here, so remember I told it that I actually just want 2 enemy units without removing them from the array. It's just going to pull from that, and they're going to spawn in that vehicle. Boom. Count enemy units. As long as it has more than 2 units in that array, we're going to... so this is not a very good... This is not a very good thing here. Private gunner unit. Select random X for X in enemy units where X does not equal driver unit. There's no such thing as driver unit as far as I know. So then we could say this is good, but please, whatever. Let's just say we grab this. Let's say we grab this particular thing. So it made this code with nice debugging, and then I go into my my Notepad++, create a new one, paste it down. I can actually just copy this name. It gives me a nice name. File, save it as that in my thing, and boom. It turns into SQF format, which I have loaded on here. So now I can actually look, say, do we have driver unit? Where X and... Oh, okay, so basically what this is doing is it's selecting a random one from here. I don't know if this code will work right here, but basically it's saying, as long as it's not the same as a driver unit, it's selecting a different unit than the driver unit. And then it'll give a dialog. So this will spawn... I think that there's nothing. I'd have to check find safe pause to make sure these are the correct inputs. And then check the actual create vehicle to make sure. Sometimes this might be slightly incorrect. So we can go do that. Let's go here. We'll go create vehicle Arma 3. We're going to go check a BIS, and we can actually check the script. So we're using the alternate version where it's type, position, marker, placement, special. if we look in our thing here, let's paste it down below. So type, random vehicle type, position, random position, markers, none, placement, 0, special. That looks correct. That looks like this particular script should work just fine. So let's go back into our back into Arma and then do the. I'll show you the last little bit here, and then I'm going to close up about kind of how on the back end this works, and then I'm going to have to do some debugging later to get this code working a little better. But yeah, it's like it's super cool. Like I don't know, it's just to me it's really neat. We go Takistan, okay. Oh hey there, what's up, kiddo? Hi. What are you doing? I don't have wheels that work, so I'll have to walk with the dog. I definitely want to go on a bike ride today, though. When are you guys going? Sorry, talking to my daughter. What's that? Okay, sounds good. Cool. So let's load up the scenario that I made right here. This one's not the right one. We want Takistan. This is the one that wasn't working right. Okay. And if I play in single player, everything should work just fine. So we'll try that. Must make another one on Pula one of these days. Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, whatever. I have a lot of guys here because it doesn't delete. I can make a script that deletes these guys, so that'd be not a bad idea.
Contacts! Soldier!
It's us, dude. It's us that you're talking about. So it should spawn the script now automatically. Welcome to blah blah. And what's cool is as it's generating this, you see if dig up the resupply thing. Oh yeah, let's ask ChatGPT to make that too while we're here. While we're waiting for that to load. So we're gonna go, remember ChatGPT 4. Please write an SQF script for the video game Arma 3 that creates a, or that runs constantly during the mission and checks for any vehicles within a marker named rearm. If a vehicle is found, start a loop that adds 5% to fuel, ammo, and repair. No, it's health. Health? I think it's health. Health. Every 1 second until they are 100%. Then do a remote. This is where it stuck at remote exec like everyone else. Remote exec title text to all players saying vehicle is resupplied. Cool. So it's gonna do that. So that's the kind of mission that's the kind of script that's not impossible to write by any means, but it's not easy to write a thing like that. So it's gonna check while true, sleep for 1 second, vehicles in area array rearm marker, which we already defined there. So see, make sure it's nil and not kind of man, right? So if it's a vehicle, if it's a type of unit in there, it's gonna check and make sure it's not a man. That's an interesting way to do it. I don't know if I do it that way. So get the fuel, get the damage, get the ammo, and then so like I wouldn't have thought to count the magazine of all turrets. That wouldn't have worked. Fuel, if the fuel is less than 0, if the damage, or it's less than 1, the damage is less than 0, and the ammo, that's weird, that's greater than, then it will set it the amount plus 5%, increase the damage by, it'll decrease the damage, that makes sense, yep. And then it will iterate through all of their magazines and add something. So this looks pretty decent. Only meant as a starting point, may need further refinement. Yeah, they've been putting that on a lot of stuff. This title text though, remote exec title text, vehicle is resupplied, that looks like that should work. That actually should totally work. So this looks like this script right out of the box will do that exact thing. So all I have to do is place down a marker named rearm, and when a unit goes within that marker area, it will get refueled or whatever. It'll get completely resupplied. Ta-da! Why title text to all players? No, it'd be way better. Yeah, we can refine that to say, yeah, what I would do if it were me is I would ask it, here, I'll say, please write, I'll say this is good. Please write a separate script that checks, that will be run on all clients in multiplayer and checks if the player's unit is within 50 meters of a marker that is passed in as a parameter and show a passed in script to that unit with title text. I'm like literally. You done? That's fine.
Okay, we were just gonna bike.
I don't have a working bike anyway.
That's why I was saying don't rush. That's where we're going now.
Cool. Where you guys going?
This way.
I love you. Cool. So this is how I would do it. I would make this. In fact, I did make this particular script on Malden Overrun specifically to check if somebody was near there. So while true, sleep 1, wait for 1 second, check if the players. That's a weird way to do it. I wouldn't have done that. I don't need this to be a while true. So I'll even tell them, please do not use a while loop. I will run this script when I need it. To run. I'll say that. So we'll say, please not use a while loop. So, okay. Because right now it's going to check every second, and it's going to do title text every second. We don't want that if they get close. That's kind of cool. It's like an alarm, but that's not what we're looking for. So because I understand SQF, I can look at that and be like, while one, that wouldn't do exactly what I wanted to. So take out the while loop. So if the player unit, oh, see, this doesn't work. See how I use player? That's not going to work. So this is the sort of thing that you have to kind of understand. If you run this in single player, it'll work every time. If you run this in multiplayer, though, actually, no, this will work. Now I think about it, because player is local. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. Because we're going to run this on everything. So give me an example of how to use this script in remote exec. We'll say how to run the script. Cool. So it give me a thing. It's going to check if you're within a certain distance to the marker. If so, it will play the message using title text, which is exactly how I did it in Malden Overrun. So if I want to run a remote exec, it will say right here, this is how you should use it. Remote exec, it's actually smart. Remote exec VM1, because you can't remote exec directly. You have to use a local exec VM for reasons that are complicated. And then it looks like the correct formatting for that. Yeah, here's the name of it, and here's the parameters we put in there. So yeah, so it can make triggers. By the way, the triggers in the mission we were just playing, like the task trigger, it created the trigger here. This is the trigger that actually checks if the enemies are there, or it checks if all the enemy or all the units in the area are not east or independent, and it also runs only on the server for reasons that are kind of hard to describe. And then it will then set the task as complete and set mission complete as a public variable, and then my return trigger checks for mission complete as a public variable, and then we'll spawn that. So let's see. Oh, I forgot that it's single player, so it pauses. So we gotta wait. This is a long version of this. We gotta wait for it to. Yeah, a second. Let's pause music for a second. Oh, a second. Let me use my pause button. This is a long version. It runs much faster than this, but I wanted to give it plenty of time in multiplayer. So we're gonna fight the Sudan People's Liberation Movement in opposition. Oh, don't mind that. Am I crashing? Cool. I didn't see exactly spawning static enemies. Where was it at? I didn't see where the area is. It's fine. Edit. Oh, there's cool. So you see it spawning in these units here. It's counting the number of players and spawning like 3 times as much. So that's making enemy patrols. So you can see here. Oh, I don't actually have edible units here. That's fine. So it's going to then add these guys into the array of people that I can edit for a second. But you see it spawned some static units. None of these guys ended up in buildings. It's okay. Some of the buildings are kind of weird. Once these guys get added, you'll see there's guys that are doing patrols, everything like that. So it spawned that whole thing. Now, what we can do is we can, looking at our script that we just wrote, spawn vehicles and crew. So we can go here. We need to pass in a list of vehicle names to choose from. And I don't have a list of vehicle names, but we can just look up a vehicle name real fast and create an array with that Arma 3 vehicles CFG vehicles. I can't spell for anything. Vehicles west. We'll do west vehicles. Why not? Doesn't hurt. We want to go to. We'll go off for. That's fine. We'll select a randomized vehicle, which I could tell ChatGPT to do this, but I just want to do this real fast. So we'll take this. We'll go in here and we'll go. These are cool there. Let's build after this. So we'll build inside here. Okay. We'll go spawn vehicles. It'll be. Oh, I have to get a position. This is easier to run off of the beginning. Well, I guess I could just have it spawn at a random spot. That's fine. One way of making easy missions straight apart. Yeah, exactly. So like, the reality is that scripting, especially in multiplayer environments, it can be extremely simple to do exactly what you want. But if you want reusable scripts, it's much more complicated. So we can use this, and we'll just spawn it at get pos player. We'll spawn it right on top of ourselves. So this. Oh yeah, this has to be So if we run this, it should spawn this vehicle right on top of us. And let's get out of Zeus here. Should spawn this vehicle right on top of us and give us the thing. Oh no, it didn't like spawn vehicle. Oh yeah, I have to actually say. I think we want to do exec VM on this one. So, what am I missing? Oh, okay. Also, I have to make this. I could have asked ChatGPT to give me an example of this, but that's okay. Oh, I have to actually save it. That helps. There we go. Okay, last one. Sorry, lots of flickering. So here we go. By default, yeah. Okay, so spawn vehicle. Oh, it didn't work. But I can look in the diag log to see why it didn't work. Let's look at the diag log. Oh. It should have been vehicle type. So, list of vehicles to choose from. Oh, maybe it did work on 000. Maybe it didn't like what I passed it for get pos player. It might have spawned it at 000. Which I think should be over here. Well, like I said, sometimes the code just doesn't work the way that you want it to. Being able to pass in that location data, I can't really like get a perfect location. That's weird that didn't work though. I guess we could try get marker pos base. I don't know why it's. Well, something about the if statement isn't working. So this is kind of what I went through to build this whole AI generated mission. Is I specifically had to go through, write a script, and then test the script over and over again. And when I test the script, I'd have to be sitting here inside this to see what the issues are that it runs into. Oh, spawn. I mean, is it not? Oh, I know why. I know why this isn't working. I'm really dumb. It's not in the right folder. That's gonna mess you up. AI test Takistan. You have to actually put it in the correct folder. Okay. Oh, it spawned the vehicle there. But it doesn't like what it did for the X in enemy unit. See, there's a vehicle right here. It spawned it. Is that where base mark is? Oh, it finds it. It finds a random spot within the area, right? It spawned our vehicle. Ta-da! It did what it's supposed to do. So, but then now it says it didn't like. It specifically did not like this. This line that I thought it wouldn't for X in enemy units where driver. So to show that it can work, I'm just going to literally replace that by selecting a random rather than forcing it to. Well, that's weird. Oh, right here, yeah. For just selecting a random enemy unit. So we're just going to copy this one. Paste it in there. Don't worry about it. It doesn't need to be a different one. Let's say we do that. Right again. No, I didn't like it. Type string expected object. Oh, because it didn't return the driver unit. Yeah. So that's what, so it's silly, right? Driver unit equals select random enemy units. Oh, it didn't actually create. I see. Okay. Here's the issue. So you have to kind of understand SQF. We see here it's finding the names of enemy units. It's not actually spawning them. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and I'm actually going to copy and paste the code, and say, I updated your code as below, but it is not working. I think it is not spawning the units you pulled from enemy units. Please make it, or I'll say, please explain why this is happening. I love this. And fix. So if you ask it to explain why it's happening, it's actually pretty smart. So I'm gonna hide this so you can see what it says. But yeah, I'm basically saying, hey, I fixed up your code, but it's not working. Can you tell me why? And I gave it the code. It's like, I see you've added a sample script to the beginning of the script, but it's a comment block. Problem might be enemy units global array hasn't been defined or filled with units. If enemy units is empty, the script won't place any crew members. So, oh no. So it's going to then. He wants to now he's going to define and populate enemy units global array. So now it's going to take a lot longer because it's going to actually define all of the enemy units in that global array. Because, like I said, it doesn't know what I did in different chats. In another chat, I defined that global array already as a thing. And so I'm going to tell him, I'm going to stop generating. This is not good. The global array enemy units is only a list of class names that we need to generate from. Please explain why the previous script I gave you doesn't work with this in mind. And fix. Cool. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, it didn't understand what the global array was. So when it said to me, oh yeah, I need to define the global array. No, you don't. I have a list of class names there already. So now I'm going to tell him it's just an array of class names. The issue with the previous script is it's trying to move the class names into the vehicle as driver and gunner. Exactly what we ran into, right? Instead of spawning actual units in the class names. How cool is that? So I can tell it, hey, by the way, this didn't seem to work. And I can even just copy and paste, what's it called? The actual error directly in here. I've done that several times where I'm like, I'm getting this error. Please fix it, or explain why I'm getting this error and please fix it. And then it'll be like, oh, I see that, you know, what I thought was this was actually why. Here, I'll fix it now. So now this script will then look. It's gonna find a random position like before. It's gonna take all the changes that we made. It's really cool. Like, I think this is really neat. It's gonna then say, okay, yep, sounds good. It's gonna create the vehicle. It's gonna give it a random heading, and then now it's going to spawn two units, see driver class name and gunner class name. Let me know if you can't read that. I'll make it a little bigger. It's going to then create the units. It's going to create a group, create the unit, put it in east. Kind of a weird way to do that. I wouldn't do it that way. That's fine. They'll be in different groups, but should still work fine. It'll now spawn enemy units from the class array. So I'm going to wait for it to finish. This is the slow. By the way, ChatGPT 4 is much slower. Obviously, what we showed in ChatGPT 3 is like way faster. So if I go in here and I copy and I just paste that script in here and save it and now run it, it now should... Oh, it spawned the enemy vehicle and they're flipping around. It did it. It did it. Did you see that? Did you see it? It spawned the vehicle, but it was on the hillside. Let's try again. Where did it spawn it at? Well, no.
Tank, 100 meters, right up ahead.
Right up ahead. Where is it? Oh, right here. Ta-da! And unfortunately, I don't have Zeus enhanced on, so I don't. Oh. Oh no, they're shooting at a different one. I think no, that was the guys who flipped out of this one. So that tank's working just fine. Oh, the tank's up here! So it spawned the tank, and they saw it, and come on, shoot them! Tank, shoot them! There we go. Yeah. Now I got a real problem. So see, it worked. It worked. ChatGPT gave us a script that worked. Let's spawn a bunch of them. Now there's a bunch of enemy tanks. There's so many of them. So now it has created a randomized vehicle from an array. It will now kill us as we do this. But it's totally working, right? It's destroying everything. Everything's blowing up. Totally normal stuff. It finds a relatively safe spot. It puts the vehicle down. It puts two guys in it, and they go. It's a working script. ChatGPT just made me a vehicle spawning script. And even better yet, let's leave this. Even better yet, here's something I could do. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my... Remember I said create the factions, right? Or not the faction, not faction name. Where is it? Enemy... Remember my script where it found enemy... Oh, hey, you're back already? Oh, okay. Bye, guys. Love you. So here, remember how it defined the enemy units and enemy groups? How about I can basically take this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it into here. I'm going to say this is... I'm going to say this is good. Okay. I'm going to start a new chat. Chat GPT-4. I'm going to then say... You previously, made this remember you always have to say SQF script for the video game Arma 3 posted below. In a similar way to this, please write me a script that pulls all of the vehicles from the faction config that are not helicopters or planes and saves them to a global array called enemy VIX and use public variable to make them available. Oh, crap. Stop. Same as last, but here is the script. The previous script. Script for inspiration. I forgot to put the script. Cool. There we go. So now I'm going to tell it. Oh, see, it's not understanding. Well, it says it's going to filter. We'll see what it makes. We'll see if it looks and grabs all the vehicles. Enemy VIX equals that. Extract vehicles from the given faction that are not helicopters or planes. So now it's going get text vehicle class. Make sure it's equal to car. See, this is stuff that I can't do anything with configs. This is so helpful for me. Is it equal to tank? Is it equal to ship? I guess there's ships. Submarine? I didn't think there were submarines. So... Script can be executed similar to previous script by passing desired faction. Cool. The STV. So now, I give it the faction. It will then make a global array enemy VIX. that'll pull that. So now that script that I just tested and it is working now, if I make this one enemy vehicles, copy, new, paste that in, copy the name, save as, save that. I mean, I don't see any reason why this won't work. If I'm being honest, this looks like it will work. It's gonna also give subs and ships, but whatever. I mean, as a player, I would look like, oh, obviously I don't need that. I can just get rid of it. But does it, or do APCs count as tanks? I don't know. But if we run this, if we give it a faction name, so here we'll basically go into our create mission folder. Let's go grab my, I have so many windows open right now, guys. This got way bigger, way more explanation than I meant. But if I go into my AI test for Takistan, and I go to my create mission, all these SQS were written by them. So here's the one that actually starts all of the spawns. So if I then make it define an array for, so I get the enemy faction right here, and then I make it create a get faction name, create briefing, enemy faction. So here it creates the enemy faction, all of the units and whatchamacallit, all the units and the freaking, having a hard time, all the enemy units and all the enemy groups. I could then now run this mission, which, or this script usually gives me a, your faction right here, right? Let's copy that. Oops, wrong window. Copy that, go in here. I say, instead of your faction, we're gonna go enemy faction. And we're going to use call compile. This is just a little bit faster if you don't need to do things that have to be exec VM'd. Okay. And then we're going to then do a diag log right here. Just so we can check in our log and make sure it works. We'll go vix equals enemy vix. Cool. So that should now give me that. And did it actually save? Oh, actually it will tell me in the dialog here. Never mind. Don't mind that. Don't even need that. Don't even need that. What am I even talking about? So faction, enemy vix. So that should now work. If I now run this on startup, it should now run that. It's not explaining, it's more showing off ChatGPT at this point, how handy you. Dude, it's crazy. I'm gonna, if you guys are interested in this, I will make a video on how to do literally all of this. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Literally all of this, but it's like, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. ChatGPT, the AI is writing scripts to pull stuff out of code that I could never do. Sorry, this is still a slow version. I need to make one that has the fast version. It's us, dude. This is all in single player, right? Once you put in multiplayer, things get weird. Understanding multiplayer scripting is the part where ChatGPT falls down now. It does not yet get locality. I could try to explain it. Let's see, it's gonna go to Haruz to mom. And then I could actually make it just run. I can ask ChatGPT, hey, give me a script that will run this. PSC Wagner Woodland. Hey, run this script X number of times, and it will just find vehicles and run it. You know, X number of times. Uh-oh. I saved it in the wrong spot again. There we go. Now I have one in Takistan. Unfortunately, we have to restart. Hello? Sorry, the dog made a weird sound. Doesn't work for you? Because of Arabic? They make missions for 8 years. Dude, yeah, locality's bad. Locality just requires a lot of just screwing around, if I'm being honest. Oh, doggo.
Contact. Rifleman.
So I have to, basically the reason why I have to wait is because I need it to give me a faction name for it to then find that. That's the one issue. But it's still pretty cool. We'll see if it works. I don't know if that works. Like I said, I don't know much about configs, so it's kind of hard to figure out if it's going to work. But that rearm script, though, that looked like it would work to me. The script looked good. And honestly, if ChatGPT writes a script for this, I would say that it is 98% correct. It's just you need usually the script to work 100% for it to actually do what it's supposed to. Locality feels like old adventure games. Perfectly sensible and logical once you... Yeah, dude, exactly. What I've come to the conclusion of is do everything on the server except for things that absolutely have to be local. That's going to be anytime that you need to use like a title text or a hint. Anytime you need to do a change a... Oh, yep, see, it didn't work again. I'll tell you why this one didn't work. Also, I don't know why it's not ending the mission. That's fine. We can still run our thing here, though. So normally I give it location, but I can then say here, enemy fix. So it should spawn an enemy vehicle somewhere in the AO. I wish that I had, for testing purposes, another thing on. But it looks like it spawned. We can check our... So the reason why it didn't actually work is because some of the cup or some of the factions just don't work. It's just contextual. Yeah, exactly. It's such a cool civ evacuation mission, dude. I hate that, man. Oh, so it spawned. I see the issue is the enemy unit isn't full, but here's a unit that is supposed to be a Wagner unit. A UAS open. Here's another unit from Wagner. We're just gonna run this a bunch. But see, there's no units to put in there. That's the problem. And why? And I just realized why my script's not working. Sometimes when it doesn't actually get the enemy unit types, then I need it to go back and actually recheck. So that's gonna be important. I'm gonna have to refactor my code. So basically, how do I describe this? If you guys watch the rest of the stream, there were some times that we were creating when we'd start the mission and it would do everything, but then suddenly the mission would succeed. And the reason why that was is because the faction configuration didn't pull the unit types, so it didn't have any unit types to actually spawn, and it checks to make sure if their unit types spawn. Since it had no unit types to spawn, then it obviously could not spawn those units. When it didn't spawn units, the trigger said, hey, this area is empty of units. We're good to go. Mission complete. And then the players were already in the area they need to be to finish the mission, so the mission just finished. Out of curiosity, what's the 2035? That one worked. I tested that one. Let's see. So we got more vehicles, but they all look like... None of them look like tank. Well, this is... I guess Wagner may not have tanks. None of them are APCs. So I can tell this guy, hey, please, let's tell ChatGPT. I'll say to it, because the code's working. This code, or this is good, but I need it to also pull APCs and other ground vehicles. Please remove submarines and ships as well. Cool. So I say, hey, I'm not getting APCs. You know, it's like, okay, I'll check and make sure, and it'll rewrite the script for me. And that's really what it's all about. It's just telling it specifically. You have to be very specific what you need. I'm gonna give you this information as parameter. Sorry, first off, please write me an SQS script for the video game Arma 3. Put that in, and it'll get on the right. It'll click its mind in the right spot. Second thing, tell it what parameters you're gonna give it. I'm gonna give you X, Y, and Z information. And explain what those are, especially if they're arrays. Third, say exactly what you want it to do. Don't just say I want you to generate a vehicle. It'll just generate a random vehicle. Or it'll say, okay, sure, here's a script that generates, and it'll just give you a specified vehicle name. Say, you know, I want you to, using the location provided in the parameter, I want you to find 5 random points around that within 200 meters and give a passed-in enemy, or passed-in group. I want you to give that group move waypoints for each of those markers. Additionally, I want you to create the last marker as a cycle marker, or cycle waypoint. That's what I told it, basically. And then it created enemy patrols for me. It found 5 random locations, and it creates enemy patrols. So it's crazy. So yeah, the more info you can give it, the more detailed as possible, the better the result's going to be. And you can also give it scripts that you've written or scripts that are like halfway done or even pseudocode, and it will then fill out all the stuff you need it to do. The places where ChatGPT is really good is it's really good at helping you, like I said, like in here, this one, it's really good at coming up with like storyline stuff, like, oh yeah, Kavala, you know, like it's really good at writing things in a certain format, give me an op order. You know, I said before, give me a list. Here's a list of 5 cool ideas, that sort of stuff. And so by doing that, it, you know, I think it's really good for the ideation portion of where you're trying to figure out what you want to do with a mission. And then the scripting side is also very good. I'm trying to do probably the most complicated version of a mission, which is an infinitely replayable mission that has completely randomized stuff in it. If you just want to make a mission where it's like very, very dedicated, then it's not that difficult to have it make that. Especially if you're okay putting down units in the Eden editor, giving them move waypoints or whatever. Then all the scripts that you need are stuff like, you know, tell me a condition block and a trigger that will do X, or tell me, hey, I have this trigger that kicks off when this happens and I want it to do this other thing. Tell me how to do that. And it can be your assistant more than it is a scripter. I'm trying to make something completely random, completely new with it. Not everyone has to do that. It's going to be really good for you. With that now, though, guys, I've gone for another half an hour longer than I intended. I hope that was interesting to you. I hope that I gave you some ideas or some stuff. Like I said, this ChatGPT, the 3.5 version, which is what I'm using here for this ideation, is not as good at Arma scripting. It's just not, it's not the best. The ChatGPT 4, which is in beta right now, and you have to have ChatGPT Plus to be able to use it, that's the one that I use to generate, I mean, all of these scripts are here. All these scripts were generated with ChatGPT. If I look through my menu, it generated, not this one, it generated all of these scripts for me to create basically a Dynamic Recon Ops. And I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to expand that. I'm going to say, hey, you know, I need you to write me a thing that randomly chooses between 5 mission types, and if so, it will run scripts in, or whatever. Please randomly select between five different things, and then pass in here or whatever. And then I'll say, hey, I want you to create. This is good, but I want you to create a patrol-based mission. And you can even ask it, what kind of scripts would I need for that? And it'll tell you, yeah, you need a script that generates enemies. You need a script that gives them waypoints. You need a script that gives some sort of completion. It'll tell you the stuff you need. And so I'm going to expand on that. I'm going to make it bigger. And my hope is to release that to the workshop as a fully functional, dynamic, you know, Dynamic Recon Ops style thing. Bare bones, but Dynamic Recon Ops style thing that ChatGPT totally wrote for me. I know the guy that wrote... Anyone who's written these randomized missions... I mean, it takes like 1,000 hours to write them. My Malden overrun, I'm easily, and which is not even complete, I'm easily pushing 500 hours on coding that, if not more. And so to be able to do what I did, where I generated randomized missions, and it's totally portable to other maps in 12 hours, is a huge change. It sounds like a lot of time, but it's a huge change. So it's really, really cool. Used to chat. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. I will say that in my last college class, I used ChatGPT to help me summarize things. It's so helpful. I wrote a whole paper and then I had to do a presentation on it. So then I said, hey, help me break this down into 12 slides for my presentation. And so then it gave me 12 little chunks of transcript. And then I said, okay, what bullet points should I put on my slide? It gave me bullet points. Now, I didn't use those, but for my brain, it was so much easier to start with something made and then pull away from it than to read my whole paper and try to summarize all that stuff myself. And I got a really good score on it. I did the work still. I wrote the paper, but summarizing and coming with bullet points, that was way better. So ChatGPT can do all sorts of stuff. You know, I think AI is really interesting. I think while we have the tools available to us, we should use them. I still think that they're not going to replace writers. You know, what we just got for the mission there is interesting, but it's totally devoid of life. You know, I would have to really poke it with a writer's mindset to get to where it want to go. So it's an enhancement, but it won't replace anything. You know, the art that like Midjourney can make, interesting, but it's not gonna. I want real art. I'm gonna pay an artist to give me real art instead. So, but it can help you out, and I think it's something that, for me, as I go and I make more missions, as I go and I try to code new things, in my coding class, I use it all the time with Python Flask. I'm like, hey, I'm using this code and it's not working. Tell me why. And it's like, oh, here's where your issue is. And it tries to give me a fix. Like, that's so helpful to be able to have basically a buddy that's there 24/7 that can give me feedback on my code. That's really cool. With that though, guys, if you guys are interested in this, you wanna test this this mission out more, or you just want to come play some games with us, come join us in the Discord right there in chat. Discord.gg/UselessFodder also works. If you're interested in helping me pay for ChatGPT, Midjourney, all the things that I'm gonna need to create AI missions, I would love some support. If you're on Twitch, there's a tip link down below that works. Or if you want to support my Patreon, that's the best way you can do it. Even, I mean, $5 a month gets you a lot of cool stuff. You can see all the stuff on there. Free or early access stuff, a lot of cool things. And also YouTube channel members get the same stuff. If you go $10 a month level, which is, you know, like a one Burger King meal a month, then you will get exclusive access to stuff that no one else gets, as well as special roles in some missions, or even exclusive missions that I only run for those AT plus level members. So if you're interested in that, that helps me a lot. It costs me $20 a month just for ChatGPT alone. Midjourney's even more expensive than that. Obviously, the other tools that I have to use to be able to run the stuff, paying for art, paying for the servers, that sort of stuff. It helps support all that. So with that, though, guys, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. All 15 of you hanging out in here. That feels really good. What a great test for that op. I got some really good feedback, and I can't wait to do some more in the future. With that, though, guys, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to hang out with my family. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. UselessFodder out.